everybody, this is the first video about fundamental counting principle, and I'm going to change my view right away because my desktop that I'm using at work doesn't have a video camera. So this is me, and now I'm going to disappear and just be a voice for you. Okay, we're back. Oh, excuse me, and here is what we're looking at. So this is the beginning of the fundamental counting principle, permutations and combinations. So this is the intro. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the notes. It's all about making choices and counting them. Okay, so a family has 4 children. What is the combinations of boys and girls? How many different ways can 7 students line up for a picture? How many different sets of classes can you complete an adult 12 with? How many ways can 5 $25 gift certificates and 3 $100 gift certificates be given out to a group of 20 people? I don't know, I'm just making up the questions as we go. And you can see the last one, how many ways can you arrange 3 out of 7 science classes and 2 out of 5 art classes? Okay, so if you hint right now, every single answer that you get should be a whole number. Some of them get really big. If you're getting a fractional answer or a decimal one, double check what's going on. Just let you know that. And this is my warning to you, right there. The actual equations that we use are fairly simple. There's only 2 or 3 of them. It's almost always multiplication, a little bit of division. Nothing, there's no square roots, there's no exponents unless you really want to use them. But the questions, you have to do really, really careful reading to make sure you're using the right formula. Okay, so right there, should find my highlighter. That is going to be your big thing. I will show you what's called a dichotomous key later. I don't know if it's going to help you. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It's the 4th version that I've done, and maybe this one's going to be the magical one. All right, what I want you to do, we're going to start with the first question. All right, so a family has 4 children. What is the possible order of boys and, I should say, or girls? So what I'm asking is, you could have all boys. I'm just going to be lazy, right? Or you could have boy, girl, boy, girl. You could have all girls. You could have, I don't know, 2 boys and 2 girls. You could have 2 girls and 2 boys. There's a lot of different versions that you could have there. Okay, and we're going to consider this, the 2 oldest children are boys, the 2 youngest are girls, to be different from girls being older and then the boys. All right, so I want you to pause the video, and I want you to write out all the possible combinations of boys and girls that you could possibly have. How many did you get? Top of my head, I have to double check, but I think you should have 16. The problem with doing this is I was just writing down whatever came into my mind. And that works good. Usually, for an example like this, I'll get to about, I don't know, 12 or 13. And it's like, I know there's more samples, but I can't remember, and I don't know which I've missed. And it drives me insane. So what I'm going to show you is a handy dandy tool, which I used to hate, but I'm really starting to like now, called a tree diagram. That's why there's a little tree down there, in case you were wondering. Okay, so what we do is we take our time and we figure out all the different options. So here's our family. They're going to have their first child. Well, there's kind of 2 choices there, right? It's going to be a boy or it's going to be a girl. So I'm going to call it decision 1. It's not like you can really decide on the sex of your child, but it's close enough. Okay, so that's first child. I'll put that down there. And you should be able to agree with that. If someone has a baby, either their oldest is going to be a boy or it's going to be a girl. Now, when we go to have a second baby, they might have had. So let's ignore this for a bit. You're going to have a boy, you could have another boy, or you could have a girl. So that means it'll be a boy and then a boy, or a boy and a girl. Now, I think you know what to put here. Same thing. So this is a second child. So what we're looking is we're going to explore all of our options. So now for baby number 3, I'm doing the same thing. Now, it's up to you. You don't have to put the boy on first and then the girl, but I'm doing it because I want to try and stay organized. So don't mess this up. So this, we read through. This is first child is a boy, second child is a boy, third child is a boy. This is boy, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, girl, right? Read all of them. Now we said, sorry, it should be third child. So I would like you, again, pause the video and finish up the picture because we got one more child to do. My writing is awful. Okay, so if we look at it this way, I don't know, is it this way it looks like a tree? Maybe it's this way. That looks like a tree. That looks like a healthier tree. The first one looked like a Christmas tree to me. But this is a tree and branching, so that's why they call it a tree diagram, I think. So now what we have to do is we just have to follow all the branches. So if I go this way, boy, 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 boy. So I'm just going to get rid of these. Whoops. I just finished saying it was 4 boys. Okay, so that's that one. And then I go boy, 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 girl, boy. And then it's boy. Wait a minute. Now I got lost. That's what happens. I got messed up already. Okay, there we go. Sorry. There's that one. Check. Now, boy, boy, girl, boy. That's that one. There we go. Boy, 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 girl, girl. And at least for me, I need to be checking them all off every time I do it. And I can already see, I'm sorry, I messed up because I've checked off 4 things and there's only 3 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'm remembering why I don't like these. Boy, boy, boy. Ah, that's what I missed. I'll put here. Boy, 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 girl. There we go. Now I'm back on track. Okay, so that much is done. Now it's going to be boy, girl. So this way, this way, this way. And now I'm going to go boy, girl, boy, girl. Check, check. Now it's boy, girl, girl, boy, and boy, girl, girl, girl. All right, I am going to turn off my camera and you're going to pause the video, please, please. And I'm going to write down the rest of those because apparently thinking about you watching the video and me trying to do the same thing are just too much right now. Okay, I'm back. And there we go. There are 16, so there's basically it's I went to each one of these branches. Boom, 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 boom. And there's 16 altogether, and none of them are exactly the same. And now, answering, did I list all the combinations? I can now say yes. Guys, how do you know? Tree diagram. Tree diagram is beautiful. And I can also count my final branches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And I know these are groups of 4, and there's 4 of them, so I know I got them all. It's 16. All right, ta-da! There is your first tree diagram. Yeah, so that's page 1. Now, you turn the page. I got another one for you to do. Whoops, there we go. And it's all about my friend Skippy, and he's buying a truck. And he has to decide the following. So we're going to do a tree diagram again. So this one's going to be slightly different. So the first thing he's going to do is he is going to choose his exterior paint. And what's different in this picture is we're going to have 3 branches, right? Before we had boys or girls. Guess I didn't need to make them so big. Red, blue, and green. So if there was like 5 things here, then there'd be 5 branches coming out from the word start. Sorry. All right, so we got this, check. Now for each of those, once he has chosen his exterior color, he must choose the interior color. So blue or gray. All right, I would like you to pause the video. I'm going to pause mine, and you please complete the picture. Okay, came back before I was done because I was getting lazy. I'm just going to do gas, diesel, hybrid, electric. Gas, diesel, hybrid, electric. Gas, diesel, hybrid, electric. Oh, my true diagrams look sad. I hope yours was better than that. So I'm going to tell you the other thing we're going to do is 7% of the time, truthfully, I don't have to go through. We're not going to go through and go, well, he could have a red truck. Is he buying a truck with blue on the inside? Okay, sorry, I don't know where that accent came from. And gas. Blue, whoops. Red, blue, diesel. Red, blue, I'm going to be honest, your time and my time is way more valuable than having to sit and write these out. Very seldom will I ask you to do that because it's a lot of work. But what we want to know is how many different choices he has. Not, I don't have to list them, I just want to know how many he has. And the easiest way to do is just count the branches at the very end. Well, at this point, I'm going to show you a trick right away that'll make it simpler. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 24 choices. There we go. Now, there is a shortcut. That I don't even have to draw the diagram, but drawing the diagram explains it, explains how we can do the shortcut. And I'm just going to tell you what the shortcut is right now. It's called the fundamental counting principle. Okay. And out of all the stuff you're going to learn in this chapter, it is the most powerful. And all it says is you draw a blank for every choice you have to make. Exterior paint, interior paint, and the power system. And then you count your choices. There are 1, 2, 3 choices for the exterior paint. There are 2 choices for my interior. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 choices for my power system. And you multiply. 3 times 2 is 6 times 4 is 24. And we are done. And we definitely don't have to do this. And we usually don't have to do that unless I specifically ask you for it, or if a question is getting all weird on you. I will do this if I get messed up on a question and I can't figure it out. I will diagram it out. So, ta-da! There's the magic for today. And again, that's the fundamental counting principle. Oh, and there's a little comment. We talked about shortcut, but this is what I said at the beginning. Answers should always be whole numbers. If you end up with a decimal, 1 or 2 things happen. Either you're screwed up or your calculator has changed over to scientific notation now. A lot of calculators will show you something that looks like that. And you just have to remember to write it out, including this times 10 to the 23rd. Okay, but some calculators will go 6.02 and then it'll have some spaces and then it'll go 23. And that looks weird. Or it'll go 6.02 and it'll go E23. So all of this, you need to be able to convert it over to this. What often is missing is this times 10 part. And what this means is you go 6.02 and then you go times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 about 23 times over. It's a way to put really big numbers with lots of zeros at the ends onto your calculator. If you are using your phone, you can probably carry more decimal places, but most normal calculators only have like 10 numbers that they can display at once. Anyway, no worries. Just if you get an answer of something like that, just double check. Something's weird. All right, end the video.